I need to extend the moss pole on this, but I wanted to show you a couple things first. These are the aerial roots. They'll grow into the moss and the plant will climb up the pole. I'm using grafting tape here. It helps trap the humidity and hold the plant to the pole. And as you can see, the aerial roots are growing quite well in there. So we are going to go ahead and cut this off. It has attached itself. Be careful not to cut any roots. I have done that. But it'll be okay. If you leave your aerial roots on there or if you trim them off, it is not going to hurt your plant. What it does benefit is that if I decided to cut my plant off, to propagate it or to chop it, I would already have these roots started. Check that out. He is not going anywhere. He is in that pole really well. Now, I gotta show you the coolest thing. Are those not amazing? Oh, look at him. He's on the outside. But the Dark Lord has a lot of the red pigment, so the roots have a red pigment to them. That is so pretty to me. What do you think? I'm extending the pole because these guys are starting to grow out the top. You can see that. Oh, I love the way those look. So there is enough roots there that I could easily chop this guy below those roots, let him callus over, and then pot him up, that top half. The bottom half, he's from my original one, and I potted him up from aerial roots, and he took off. Let's add a moss pole. Should have cleaned my table off first, dang it. Evie, what's the matter? Then you want to start with the middle. Connect them first. And then it's going to be easier to fill. Some people put the moss or the medium in there before they seal it up. I don't do that because I don't fill it all the way up at first. I just broke that one. It's only so dirty because my table was dirty. Like I said, I should have cleaned it off prior. Now this is the bottom. If you're potting this into the plant or to the pot, this is going to help stabilize your pole so it doesn't fall down. The weight of the potting medium on this is going to balance that so it's not wobbly. And these top pieces right here connect into the next pole so you can continue to stack them. The other thing is I do not fill it up all the way so that I have adequate room to put in the next pole without ruining anything, or without hurting anything, I should say. once he's in there. I'm going to snap him through, and then I can pick it up. That holds it. And it is super sturdy. Going to use pre-soaked spaghnum moss. I'm using pre-soaked spaghnum moss. I'm just going to open a couple of them up. Give me room to put it in. These flaps open, but that's to be able to hold the stem against the moss pole. It helps with that, which I really like. If you plant roots into the moss right away, you won't need to add the grafting tape or orchid clips or anything to hold it into place. Now I'm not going to fill him up all the way. He's got a while to grow before he's up there. And if I fill it, that's just a bunch of moss I have to keep wet that I'm not using yet. I'll go ahead and add one more handful. Let me make sure you shut back up. So there we go. See that tab? I went ahead and put that over him right there so that it controls the growth. I mean, that's just the sheath, but the next leaf or the stem's going to come from here. So I want to try to keep it centered as much as possible. Let me know if you have any questions.